Good evening. My name is Darth Informus, and don't worry, I'm not here to bring you gameplay. This would be a pretty shitty gameplay video, but I'm here to voice my opinion on on some recent events that have happened lately with a favorite YouTuber of mine. His name is Pewdiepie, and you may be thinking, oh, he's such a 12-year-old, he watches Pewdiepie. Well, if that's all you're going to think, you might as well just, leave, because that's not really my main focus here. My main focus is voicing my opinion on the fact that his landlord had come into his apartment when he was making loud noises in one of the main rooms, and he called them faggots, and then he left. I should probably turn this down. Now, me, myself, I have no quarrel with homosexuals. If you're a homosexual, I don't care. If you're homosexual around me, I don't care. If you're homosexual to me, I'll politely let you know I'm not homosexual, and then leave it at that. That being said, the fact that someone would have the balls to kick somebody out and call them faggots, knowing that it is illegal, just absolutely flabbergasts me. It's ridiculous. It's the most asinine thing in the world when somebody does something so stupid simply because they're homosexual, or because they're white, or because they're black. Discrimination in general, to me, is one of the most ridiculous things because it makes no sense. That being said, I think that he should have taken this man to court, either squeeze some money out of him or let people know that he's doing this and that this is unfair and illegal. I mean, I can understand him not wanting to make a big deal about it by taking him to court and doing all that and feeding all sorts of drama outlets and stuff like that, especially on YouTube. But at the same time, I don't see why he hasn't brought more attention to this, especially considering the fact that he's been evicted from an apartment that he was paying the rent on simply because of the fact that the landlord thought that he was gay. I mean, I would be taking his ass to court and then some. That's in the same context. Think about it this way. It's in the same context as if you were thrown out of your house by your landlord because you were white, or you were black, or you were from Mexico. And think about how horrible that would make you feel, that someone would hate you so much simply because you're a certain type of person. Think about how fucked up that is. So that being said, I hope that puts some sort of, perspective in the way you see it. I think that someone, especially Pewdiepie, because he's got a way of bringing special attention that's more so than usual because of his popularity on YouTube. And it would not surprise me if he has a very large number of Swedish fans. That being said, I think, I could say all day, he should have done this, he should have done that, but the main thing is, Well, what I'm trying to say is that I would hope that if people out there, the ones that, I can't see, and the ones that I can't talk to, if they're discriminated against like that, then they should bring special attention to it. Now, what I mean by that is, I don't mean that you should be discriminating back. I don't mean that you should get angry, get into a fist fight over it or anything. I think that you should bring attention to the person who is doing this in a way that does not harm them physically, but in a way where they'll understand that in this day and age, stuff like that is simply not okay. And the funny thing is, some people would actually see discriminating against people who discriminate as a form of discrimination, and it is, but ultimately, when there's no one else left who discriminates, discrimination gets, rooted out. So, that was just me voicing my opinion. I think it's really fucked that happened to him. I would hope that if it happens to anyone else, that they let, the proper authorities know, and that if they try to kick you out of your home for being a certain way that you are, you take their asses to court. I would hope. So, if any others are interested in voicing their opinions on this like I am, and I mean other than the big YouTube drama outlets, make your own videos about this. Voice your opinions. And I'd like to watch them and know what other people think on the situation, because while Pewds has made the videos in a way to where it may seem like he's not making a big deal about it, it's still a very serious thing that's happened. And I just know that if it were happening to me, that I would be making an effort to let people know that this man is evicting people if he thinks they're homosexuals, which is all kinds of wrong. It just makes no sense. So, like I said, voice your own opinions. I'd like to know what other people think, and I hope you all have a very nice day.